The murder of Penny Bell earlier this summer made national news headlines. Now, 3 months on, the motive for her death remains a mystery. By all accounts, she was a woman who had everything: a happy family life with her husband and 2 children, a large, comfortable home in Buckinghamshire, and a successful business career running the employment agency she had helped to set up. But on the morning of Thursday, June the 6th, she was found dead in her blue Jaguar outside a West London swimming pool. Actors take the parts of the family in our reconstruction, but her husband, Alistair himself, begins our film at the family's home in Denham.
Penny was a vivacious woman. She laughed a lot. She had a great sense of humour. She had a lot of personality, and she was very open, outgoing, gregarious. Far more so than myself, perhaps. I miss every aspect of our life together. The only way I can describe it is that she was the other half of my personal jigsaw. And to lose that is to lose everything, basically. And the reason for my life now is the children.
Hi. Hiya.
Penny usually arrived home from work at about 6 o'clock.
Oh, hi, darling.
2 days before her murder, a family friend, Victoria Bird, had been looking after 9-year-old Lauren.
Oh, I was really looking forward to that. I'll be glad when those builders are finished.
Oh, I know.
Dear, the mess,
isn't it?
Don't touch that, Lauren. There's lots of money in there. So what sort of day did you have today, then?
On the previous Monday, June the 3rd, Penny had withdrawn £8,500 from her bank. She'd never before taken out such a large amount of cash.
I can't believe it.
The day of Penny's death, Thursday, June the 6th, began as usual.
Bye, Mo. Bye, Mum. Bye, darling.
Bye-bye, darling. See you tonight.
I left the house at 8:30 with our son, Matthew, for me to go to the office and to drop him off on the way. We would always wave each other off, whoever was leaving. So Penny would always stand at the entrance to wave goodbye. On that particular morning, she didn't. But then the house was buzzing with people and there were lots and lots of things going on. It does leave a very strange feeling to kiss your wife goodbye at the door and say that you're going to see her again at 6:30 and, of course, never to see her again.
Donald, have you got anything to sort out with Penny?
Yes, Ben, I've got to sort out the detail of the electrical wiring in the kitchen.
Well, you'll have to be quick because I've got an appointment at 10 to 10 and I really don't want to miss it.
Well, I really need to know the fine detail because I've got to get the tile line and various things.
Can't you ring the kitchen designers?
Yes, I could do.
That's the best thing.
OK, then, that's what I'll do.
I thought you'd be able to do the wardrobes in the bedroom for a better price than what had been quoted for.
Well, OK, this
so-
is what I want.
Right.
It's so that the wood matches the cream of that wallpaper.
Right, OK. Well, this is sycamore.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use white ash, which would be the same colour, but it'd be a bit cheaper.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Should we go up and have a look? Yeah.
Right.
OK, but I must be quick.
Taking the wallpaper and woodblock samples with her, Penny left home at about 20 to 10.
Cheerio, I'm off now. If there's any problems, get Dave to ring me in the office.
This is Black Park in Iver, a 5-minute drive from Penny's house. And at just about 9:45, a woman walking her dog remembers seeing a man waiting in a bronze or brown-coloured car in a lay-by on Fulmer Common Road. Penny's usual route to her office in Kilburn was along the A40. But it was in Greenford, shortly before 10:30, that a lorry driver saw a car like Penny's. Chris Lamport remembers a blonde woman driving very slowly along Greenford Road. There was a male passenger.
She was looking as though she was trying to park the car, but the gentleman kept correcting her steering and kept making her carry on down the road. I presumed it was a new car for her, so she was learning how to cope with it. After a little while, it seemed safe for me to overtake, so I overtook. I saw a gentleman with his hand on the steering wheel, and he was wearing a gold chain on his right wrist.
A mile further up Ruislip Road East is Gurnell's swimming pool. After 10:30, several people remember seeing Penny's blue Jaguar in a secluded part of the car park. It's now less than an hour since Penny left home.
As I walked past, I noticed the windscreen wipers and the lights were flashing on the car, which I thought was very odd because it was a nice sunny day. I didn't look in the car to see. I just kept walking.
At about 11:15, a man was seen leaving the car park. He looked unusually smart to be going swimming and wasn't carrying any kit. One side of his face seemed disfigured in some way. At about the same time, Patricia Parry, an auxiliary nurse, was turning into Ruislip Road East.
There was a car I could see in the distance up Gurnell towards the swimming pool, really motoring it. And I thought, well, I'll get out before him, which I did. And as I was driving along the Ruislip Road, he was right up behind me. He flashed me, hooted me to get out of the way, and I was angry because he was just driving so fast. I thought, well, I'm not letting him pass. But I got a bit scared as we came up here. I thought, oh, forget it, Pat, pull in.
Penny's murder was discovered at 12 o'clock. She'd been repeatedly stabbed. The wallpaper sample was spread out on the centre console of the car. Her handbag was behind the front passenger seat with her purse still in it, but missing and still unaccounted for is the £8,500 in cash. But in fact, Mr. Edwards, you don't really believe robbery was the motive?
No, that's right. Although the £8,500 is still unaccounted for, and that's very significant, I don't think that robbery was the motive for her killing.
In that case, do you think she knew her killer? Do you think there was a personal motive?
I think, judging from the nature of the attack, it's very likely that Penny knew her killer, and that's why we've gone to such lengths to build up her lifestyle.
Is there a side to Penny's life, then, that you don't know about, do you think?
Well, we have a home video of Penny, in fact, which is a very good likeness of her. And from all our inquiries that we've been able to make, we know that she was happily married, a successful businesswoman, and to all intents and purposes, no motive whatsoever for killing her.
So if anybody out there tonight does know more about her, please do ring us.
That's right.
Now, this is the wallpaper which was spread across the Jaguar's central console when she was found. What do you think the significance of that was? Why do you think it was open there?
Well, it was spread in such a way that she was either showing it to somebody or browsing through it, awaiting the arrival of somebody. We know that she'd shown it to a carpenter that morning to get a second opinion on the colour match, and what we're asking ourselves is whether she had made arrangements to meet somebody else regarding the paper.
Certainly we know that she told the builder she had an appointment at 10 to 10, and that could very well have been the man that was seen in the lay-by at Fulmer Common Road.
Yes, the timing is certainly consistent with that, and also the witness is fairly confident that the woman she saw was Penny. If it wasn't Penny, then we would like to hear from both of the drivers for elimination purposes, obviously.
What was the description of the man the witness saw?
He was about 5'10" tall, 48 years old, medium build, light shirt and dark trousers.
The lorry driver's report of a woman and passenger in Greenford half an hour later also ties in time-wise, but what do you think was going on there?
It's very difficult to say. One interpretation could be that the driver was in serious difficulty in trying to draw attention to himself, or the other could be that it was some sort of an argument over a parking space. We need to hear from anybody who can shed light on that sighting, really.
And you're sure that the murder actually took place at the swimming pool car park?
Yes, that's the one thing that we can be sure of, and that being the case, we're very interested to hear from anybody who was in that car park between 9 and 12 who can tell us anything about that.
Right, and indeed, for elimination purposes, anybody, any female who may have been driving a blue Jaguar in that area early in June, please do ring us. In fact, if you think you can help at all, the number here in the studio is 081 811 8181, or you can phone right station on 0895 254 833. That's 0895, the code for Ruislip, 254 833.